All right, hey party people, Marcus here. It's a beautiful day for music. It's a wonderful day for sound. Come on and learn this lick with me. So I have the primary main part of this particular lick being in 7/8. I'm going to be counting my 7/8 in groups of 4 plus 3, so that'll kind of be the feel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? So that's the primary feel. And of course, in 7/8, the eighth note gets the actual beat here. So that's how we're thinking about it. I'm going to start off with what feels like is a paradiddle figure, right? So right, left, right, right, and I'm going to have another sort of thing added on top of it, a little bit of ornamentation here. So I have a diddle on that first one. Let's just practice that a few times. 2, ready, and right, left, right, right. Again, 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 right, left, right, right. Now, this is the interesting part here. I have 3 rights in a row because when I end up on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, beat 5 out of the 7/8, I have an accented right hand. Now that brings up sort of the first little sort of red flag for me, mainly because I have what I call an inverted motion, which means I have a quick transition between a low note to a high note, an accented note. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 things that I think about when I have that quick motion. Thing number 1 is I want to make sure I have zero personal say in what or of how I feel when I'm actually playing that particular rhythm. I need to do whatever my body needs to do to play it in time. I'm always a slave or submissive to the actual rhythm and the tempo that's being played. So I need to force my body to have that quick motion to keep it in time. Thing number 2, this is going to sound a little bit sort of counter to what I just said, I need to relax my hand. One of the first things we tend to do is squeeze everything in our whole sort of muscle system when we have a small note going up to a bigger note. So I'm going to be very specific about keeping my hand relaxed and then pushing the tempo along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm thinking about pushing and relaxing at the same time. Pushing that rhythm 4, 5, 4, 5. And relaxing, relax, relax. Yeah. Let's go back now and add the flams to that. And all the flams is going to do is add a little bit of smokiness to those 3 counts at the end, just with putting that little bit of a grace note in there on those. Let's try it. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. 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 Da-da-da-da and push. Da-da-da-da push. Da-da-da-da push. Da-da-da relax. Da-da-da relax. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Nice. Now, all that happens starting on beat 5 is I have a plain old regular flam accent that gets us over to the left hand. So, and that's just a regular release over on the left hand. Let's add that on now. So, cha, 2 ready and 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 beautiful. Nice. Now, what's going to happen on the left hand is exactly the same thing that happened on the right hand. And this is kind of where it starts to get a few people, especially if you're just kind of getting introduced into some hybrid sort of rudiments and things. You always want to be able to take stuff off of the right hand as well as the left hand. So let's practice building that up off of the left hand the same way we did off of the right hand. So I have that regular double on the downbeat of 1, and then I have those 3 lefts to get me over the 5. Again. Relax. Again. Left, left, left. Tick-a-dip, 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 make it feel good, yeah, Tick-a-dip, ta-ta-ta. Tick-a-dip, ta-ta-ta, I like it, Add the flams. Tick-a-dip, flam, flam, flam. Tick-a-dip, flam, flam, flam. Tick-a-dip, flam, flam, flam. Tick-a-dip, flam, flam, flam. Tick-a-dip, ta-ta-ta. Tick-a-dip, ta-ta-ta. My bad. Tick-a-dip, ta-ta-ta. Tick-a-dip, ta-ta-ta. Tick-a-dip, ta-ta-ta. Keeping those grace notes nice and down for me. Yep. A little bit quicker. Tick-a-dip, ta-ta-ta. Tick-a-dip, ta-ta-ta. Tick-a-dip, ta-ta-ta. Tick-a-dip, ta-ta-ta. Tick-a-dip, ta-ta-ta. Nice. Now let's go back and add on the flam accent that gets us back over to the right hand. So I have tick-a-dip, ta-ta-ta, tick-a-dip, the flam accent on. Let's try it. 1, 2, ready, and. Again, ready, and. Again, ready, and. Tick-a-dip, ta-ta-ta. Again, ready, and. Tick-a-dip, flam, flam, flam. 2, ready, and. Beautiful. Let's go back now and do both of those measures back to back. Tick-a-dip, chuck it, tick-a-dip, chuck it, da. 2, ready, and. 2, ready, and. Tick-a-dip, tick-a-dip, chuck it, da. 2, ready, and. Tick-a-dip, tick-a-dip, chuck it, da. 2, ready, and. Tick-a-dip, chuck it, da. Beautiful. Let's move on along here. So the next particular beat here that I have in the next measure starts off with a paradiddle figure. It's going to feel like 16th notes here. It's going to feel like 1 knee and a 2. Yes? 1 knee and a 2. So my first one is accented, and that release is just going to be a low buzz. Right now, since I'm just stopping on the release, I'm going to actually just play it as a regular unaccented note, or what we'll sometimes call a tap. So 1, 2, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Ready, and da-da-da-da-da. Ready, and da-da-da-da-da. Ready, and da-da-da-da-da. Now, anytime I have a paradiddle that's going to end up being pretty quick, I'm going to be very specific about how I'm playing this downstroke here on the very first beat, so I can keep that right hand down and it can match what my left hand is giving me. A lot of times we'll have this note come up too high, and then the left hand of the paradiddle will be where we want it to be, and then these other two right hands of the paradiddle will end up being higher. Some people will call those a 3-height paradiddle or 3-height paradiddle diddle. You want to really make sure you're staying away from those, because the heights that you're playing will sort of give us a little bit of a clue as to the evenness of your sound and how it possibly won't be even when we hear you play it individually. So be very specific with that, playing that as a downstroke, nice and relaxed, and then having 2 even right hands that are at the same height as that left hand. Let's try it a few more times. 1, 2, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, ready, and 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 ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, one more time, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Beautiful, nice. Now, what happens on this next beat, which is a quarter note, I have a regular open sort of legato buzz sound here. What I want to really do is still subdivide through that quarter note, just to make sure when I come back in on my right hand that I'm nice and in time, especially being that I have a beautiful shot sort of articulation, which is one of the loudest, kind of most pokey sort of cut through the ensemble things that we can play. So anytime we play a rim shot, we really want to make sure that it's absolutely accurately placed every single time, because it's the most audible thing that we do. So when I'm playing that buzz, I still hear da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I still hear those notes in between. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Notice that while I was playing the buzz, I was still singing the 2 other eighth notes. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Again. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Again. Da-da-da-da-da-da. 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 Notice I'm very specifically releasing that articulation right when I hit the rim shot. I don't want to release it and then pull up off of the drum or press it too much into the drum so the sound doesn't connect to that rim shot. I want it to go and right when it stops is when the rim shot hits, almost as if it's motivated by the rim shot cutting off the buzz articulation there. Let's try that a few more times. 1, 2, ready, and Has a little bit of a groove within itself. Let's move along here. So to continue that 7/8 sort of feel, I have the last 3 notes. That's just going to end up being a pa-da-da, which means that I have a right hand, which is on the rim shot, and then I have those 2 left hands, pa-da-da. Yes? Now, when I'm doing that pa-da-da, I really want to make sure, especially being that it's not hard, that I'm really not rushing. Yeah, we just got done doing something that requires a little bit of fulcrum activation on both hands because we had that buzz on the left hand, and then we had the sort of kind of a quick paradiddle figure on the right hand. So we've had to activate our fulcrums here and the front of our grip. But then when we have this business, I really have to wait because the notes are nice and spread out and there's no ornamentation on the notes. Let's take that whole measure by itself. 2, ready, and 2, ready, and 2, ready, and 2, ready, and let's back that up now and take it from the top. So I have 2, ready, and 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 I like it. Let's one more time on that, and then we'll sort of move along. 1, 2, ready, and cool. So in this next particular measure here, I have 1 full measure of a 9-lit figure. Now, I'm going to think about learning the actual sticking a little bit separately outside of the context of the rhythm of a 9-lit, just so I can get comfortable with the sticking. And then I'm going to go back and put it in the 9-lit rhythmic context. So the sticking, you can think about it a few different ways. I'm going to explain 2 different ways to think about it here. Way number 1 is just straight up a rudimental way. This is technically a 6-stroke roll, but we're sort of evening out the doubles, so all of the rhythms are going to be the same distance apart. In a regular 6-stroke roll, you have in a 16th note construct, right? So there's definitely da, 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 ta, 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 ta. There's a little bit of space with it. What we're doing here is it's all going to be nice and evenly spaced. Nice. Now, another way you can think about it is that sort of pa-da-da and then a da-da-pa kind of back to back happening over and over again. So what I mean by that is a pa-da-da, so pa, 1 note, da-da, 2 notes, and then da-da-pa, back to back. So da-da, 2 notes, pa, 1 note. So pa-da-da-da-da-pa, 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 pa-da-da-da-da-pa-pa. It sounds kind of weird when you say it like that. So I'm going to practice starting that nice and slow here, however you want to think about it, and keeping it nice and low for all of the notes that I'm going to need to play that big. And I'm going to take it open to close a few times. Now, depending on your particular level of how comfortable you are with this, You might want to do your open to close a lot slower. Take your time with it. To me, it's a very meditative thing. And I like to do it for like a whole 5 minutes. Anytime I'm sort of learning or working on a particular rudiment. Nice and even. Keeping those two doubles that are back to back. Nice and low for me. Nice. Now, when you're taking that little snapshot out and you're zooming in to work on it by itself, you can do open to close. You can practice it just at a bunch of different tempos, starting nice and slow with the metronome and then bumping up the tempo a little bit by a little bit as you become comfortable with it. Whatever method you use to practice, just make sure you take it out of context, practice that, make that ingredient nice and delicious, and then put it back into the meal, and then that mixes with all of the other ingredients, and your whole dish will be wonderful and delicious and things. So now let's talk about putting that into the 9-lit construct. So with 9-lits, we know that it's going to feel like a hemiola triplet, right? So I have 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Nice. Now within that, it's going to feel like an accented and unaccented version of that hemiola triplet. So I'm going to start to kind of pulse one and then sort of leave the other one down. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 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 1, 2, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Nice. Now, you can think about it like that, or you can think about building it up, just starting everything at one particular height and then putting your 9-lit construct in there. The way I would go about it like that, which we'll kind of do a little bit of both ways here, but the way I'll go about it like that is just playing your sticking, starting nice and slow. Bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da ba. 2, 3, 4. Bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da ba. 2, 3, 4. Bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da ba. 2, 3, 4. Bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da ba. 2, 3, 4. Bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da ba. 2, 3, 4. Bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da ba. 2, 3, 4. Bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da ba. 2, 3, 4. Bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da ba. Add that accent. Bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da ba. More accent. Bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da ba. 2, 3, 4. Bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da ba. 2, 3, 4. Bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da ba. 2, 3, 4. Bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da bigger da ba. Nice. Now let's break it down the other way here, which means I'm really going to be having sort of preferential treatment over how my right hand feels, particularly on those downbeats here. So I'm going to have one version where I kind of check myself doing this, and then I'm going to play ba, really making sure I pay attention to how that right hand feels when it's kind of playing on some of those downbeats. 1, 2 with the check. Now play the part with the check and play the part and with the check play the part and with the check and play the part and with the check play the part and Nice. Now either way that you end up breaking that down, what I'll try to do just as a performer or as a teacher, try to conceptualize it both ways as far as learning it with all of the subdivisions and then taking it back and trying to break it down to where you feel the hemiola triplet and then you break it and then you feel the right hand when you're taking it out of the check mode. Let's back that up now and play the whole thing nice and slow, and then we'll start to speed it up a little bit. So we have yep, let's try it. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, ready, and go. 1, 2, ready, and go. Little bit faster. My bad. Again, and go. Again, 1, 2, ready, and go. Again, little bit faster. Again, 1, 2, ready, and nice. Hopefully that was a little bit helpful for you guys. If you haven't checked out the rest of the series as far as learning the lick, definitely go back, check out some of those. If you have a little bit of a hard time keeping up with some of the flam things, go back through sort of my video catalog. There's plenty of videos dealing with breaking down different types of flams, Cheez-Its, floppies, flam fives, and things of that particular nature. And if you want some more chops in general, definitely go check out some of my chop out videos, which have a few different kind of steps as far as how hard or how advanced they are, and it'll really get your arms kind of working out. Once again, this is Marcus Hawkins. It's been a beautiful day for music and a wonderful day for sound. I'll see you.